But there's truth there. Like, what would it be like? What would it be like if not just you were on fire, but your kids and your kids' kids, and it changes generations to come? And this is what the transformation of having an encounter with Jesus Christ can do.
This reminds me of Friday Night Lights. Like, it's the halftime speech at the parish mission. Like, this is not just for the next 40 minutes of our time together. It's for the next 40 years of your life. You go out there and you put it all on the line. Yeah. Complete abandonment to God's will.
I love it, Coach.
Yeah. Let's go. Now let's listen to Garth Brooks.
Not a sermon. Just a thought.
BeatiDudes! Hello, BeatiDudes worldwide. Welcome back to another beautiful, fun Friday episode of the BeatiDudes. We like to call it a bonus episode, but it's a bonus because we go deeper with the guests that you heard from on Monday, just finding out a little bit more about them. But this podcast, this whole movement really is about fraternity. It's about growing with, learning from each other, on the way to eternity with the Trinity. My name is Paul Kolker, and I'm joined as always by Nick Bezner.
I'm going to call it an episode of depth.
Yes, for sure with this guest. And Jeffrey Schiefelbein.
It's a bonus for your brains and a hankering on your heart. That's what's about to happen here.
I love the alliteration. That's great. All right. And we're back with Martin Watjen, who, if you're looking at us on YouTube, you've been watching. Martin, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back. I'm having flashbacks to high school. What you watching?
You never get that one. Sure.
I'm sorry, I had to, but I also knew it was probably something you've heard at least a million times.
Yeah. I'm like slowly.
No. You're great. You're not number 52 in this room.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Check out the last episode.
Yeah, go back to the Monday episode. And that was a phenomenal episode about
keep going.
about elevated parish missions. Make sure to check them out. elevatedparishmissions.org. If you want to hear about them and what they're doing and the way they're setting churches on fire, that sounded bad. The way they're setting parishes on fire.
Too soon.
Easy. Fire in your heart. Hey, 5 stars. 5 stars for that show. If you haven't subscribed by now, this better be the first time you've ever watched. Okay.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, nice. Like threatening the audience into subscribing.
Hey, if you've gotten something out of it,
already,
give something back.
There you go.
Yeah. Give 5 stars.
It's real simple.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. But
the Brotherhood
you need to filter
code.
all your comments through.
I say stuff. He actually corrects me all day long.
This is literally how it works.
Yes. we like to say Jeff is directionally accurate and the rest of us are just kind of tweaking.
Yeah, it's like the bumpers on kid bowling.
I told everybody our new client was in Houston, and then we booked flights to Austin, and somebody goes, "Why are we going to Austin?" He goes, "Because Jeff just meant it's a city south of here."
It's a big Texas city that's not DFW. I was like, I get it.
Close enough.
For months, like literally 3 months, I'm like, okay, they're in Houston. And then we're on the call with the owner. He's like, yeah, we're here in Austin. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Well, Martin, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you back. That was
stop.
No, you can't just start a slow clap.
I can do it.
Oh my gosh, that's a callback to a previous episode too. Martin, so we went deep about elevated parish missions, which was phenomenal, and I think set our hearts on fire a little bit more just hearing about it. But you have we kind of gleaned through all of that, and you even kind of teased it. I think you said this coming up on the Friday episode, but you were talking about like the path ahead and discerning and things like that. I mean, what were you teasing there?
Yeah, so the Lord speaks to me through images, and that was something I recognized when I started working for the student conferences and had some pretty aha moments, especially when I found out one of the reasons I got a job there was because they had a prayer room. And I was like, what company can you work for where you take 1 hour a week with the whole team and pray together? So that was awesome. Great time to worship together and just be together and pray together. And so as the Lord's speaking to me, I'm getting these images over the years. And it wasn't too long ago. Actually, I was doing the St. Michael's Lent.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the angels, and somebody was talking about, hey, did you know that the angels speak through images? And it was kind of like a what moment for me, because that's how the Lord speaks to me. So I thought to myself, wait a minute, angels speak in images. I've gotten a lot of images. Angels are speaking to me. I mean, it's real quick to think demons, temptation, imagery, bad thoughts. Do I act on it? Do I not act on it? Blah, blah, blah. But when you think about good thoughts, usually that's my thought. right? And you start to take your own ownership of it. It's
wild.
like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm the
Everything
one.
good's from me.
It's such a twisted view. So the flip side of that was hearing that it comes from angels. Angels are truly the conduit for God's grace. They are only really that conduit of God's grace to us in our lives, primarily through like the guardian angels. Mm-hmm. So anyways, I'm getting this image not too long ago. I was praying over somebody, and it was this image of a path. And to set the stage a little bit, you have a mountainside, cliffside to your right, impassable, going up. So you got to go around it, and it bends in the distance. To the left is a really dark forest. I'm still chewing on this image, by the way. This was only a few weeks ago. And so real delineated path I'm on. And the idea is pretty straightforward. Oh, I'm on the path. I'm on the path that God wants me. And it's taking me, and I don't know what's around the bend. So I'm just taut with anticipation. But in the moment I stopped and I recognized that the soil that I was trouncing on, that I was walking on, that I wasn't paying any attention to, was actually fertile soil. And I thought to myself, man, and I stopped. I put my back up against the mountainside, the cliffside, and I just sat down on, I just kind of like squatted down and I looked at the soil and I just stared at it, taut with anticipation for what was going to grow. We're so often taking the path without recognizing where we've been or what the Lord has actually provided along the way, because the Lord is the provider, right? We're called to protect, but the Lord provides. And really taking the time as he did and to say, that was good. How do we know that was good if we don't even know what that was? And we never take the time to recognize what's growing on the path of our lives. So we need to take the time to stop and really not just smell the flowers, but we don't even know what it is that's growing.
Yeah, so to like recognize the flowers, to notice the flowers.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, and the idea that we're all doing this, right? And it's not like inherently bad, right? But we're just so fixated on what's next that we don't recognize what the Lord has given us at our fingertips right here. And that could be like, I'm a husband and father of 8 kids, right? So I'm so quick to say, Elevated Parish Missions, amazing, taking me down this path. Lord, what do you have in store for me? You're providing every step of the way. We need funding, right? Like, I'm jumping into this thing. Oh, wait a minute. I have a wife and 8 kids at home.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Like their soccer game or their play or their folk dancing or my wife and just taking time to just speak to her, you know, like 2 inches away from her. Just those moments, those are the seeds that have been planted.
Yeah, the 5-year plan has this amazing outcome, but that's not what God's trying to show us.
Yeah, here's what might be around the bend, by the way.
Maybe.
But
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
And maybe some of that's like our cultural stuff too. I mean, I know we all spiritually can get lured into that kind of trap, but I'm just saying it's interesting how different cultures maybe have different general temptations, right? Because I think in the American mindset, it's very much like, okay, next, right? Like I've achieved this. And so if there's a path, I got to walk it and I got to go fast and I got to get there as quickly as possible because I want to reach the end goal and then start the next goal. And right. I mean, we get in this frenetic pace of accomplishment.
I mean, I think about that with meals. Like I eat like I'm about to get shot out of the sky or something. I don't sit and enjoy a single bite. And then I watch other people. I'm like, you're having the time of your life just taking a bite of that spaghetti. Like, good for you.
Yeah.
The Adam Sandler movie Click. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Yeah.
That is this concept. If I could just bypass, like, I know what this is. I know what this meal is. I know what this soccer game. Next time I have a challenge with my spouse, if I could just fast forward through that, not recognizing that, would we ever jump from our kids being 10 months old to married? Like, what about all the moments along the way?
Yeah.
And
That's life.
that is life, right? That is our life. 2 things I hated working for the government was individuals would say, I can't wait till it's Friday and I can't wait till I retire.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh gosh.
okay, what about Monday through Friday? What about those 40, 30
right.
years? That's your life.
Yeah.
That's your
You want
life.
it to be over?
Yeah.
Looking back on the memory of
Not a sermon.
the
Just-
dance we
just a
shared.
thought.
I try to put as much Garth as we can. No, it's funny. I think when the song Dance came out, the song I'm singing, was one of those moments. I'm like 14, 15 years old that I was like, there's way more to all of this than whatever, is in front of me. Like
Man, that's pretty profound.
Oh,
yeah.
I loved it. And it was almost like, I'll go try both paths and see which one works out better. But there's so much truth to that. And like the don't fast forward it. The most profound things are the things that don't make it on like the Christmas card. Like there's a picture in front of Disney. Cool. Like that's us. But It's like the sitting around just, oh gosh. Martin, I was so mad at Disney World. Not at the place, but while I was there.
Jeff in the picture looks so ticked.
You've never seen him, but he's so mad at the Magic Kingdom.
Deadpans at the Magic Kingdom.
I told him I was like fighting with my daughter.
Look at how magic
I'm
this
like,
is.
this is Magic Kingdom.
I've never seen a more angry Jeff.
It's incredible.
Every time Nick did that, I'm like looking over here, like,
what am I supposed to be looking
what's he
at?
pointing to?
and then it all makes sense.
I'm gonna get this to you because it's probably gonna change your life a little
can't.
bit to see that a father can be this mad at Disney World.
Do you while Jeff's pulling that up, like I'd say like receiving this imagery or these images over time, and is that something that happens like awake, asleep, like in dreams, visions? Like how does that usually sort of show up for you?
Yeah, usually dedicated prayer time, especially in front of the Eucharist. And, can I share with you guys the first image that I received?
Please.
Yeah.
So this one was like a game changer for me. And this was over 10 years ago, is when I first started working with the conference office. And here I am kneeling down and my hands are out. And I got this image of being on this moving walkway. Right. So, like at the airports, you don't do anything, rails holding on, it's taking you to the spot. Except this one, in my peripheral, I could tell that there was mountains and lakes and I was going through all this terrain. And in the distance was the horizon, which is where I knew God was. And this was taking me to God. And I was like, I am set. Like, this is awesome. Right. But what's the one thing, and this dawned on me as this image went on, is that what's unique about the horizon is that it's always there. You actually can't get any closer to the horizon.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So as I'm on this moving walkway, this passive thing that I'm a part of, which is man-made, by the way, is taking me into the distance to God, which I'm getting no closer to.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's all I wanted, was to be with God. And so I stopped for a second and I looked to my right, and Jesus is standing right next to me. And he has his hand outstretched, and those rails that I thought were keeping me in with false safety didn't actually exist. I'm barefoot for some reason, and I take a step off of this moving walkway, and my feet go into the grass, and for the first time, I can feel cold ground underneath my feet, and I actually feel for the first time. And so all of a sudden, I run. Like, for the first time, I recognize the creation that's around me and this, what was made for me. And I just think of C.S. Lewis, further up and further in. The further I go into the path that he has called me to, the direction that he's led me to, it's not encroaching upon my life where it gets less and less and more inhibitive, but it's actually the exact opposite. It gets wider and bigger and more vast and beautiful. And that was where I just ran. And so I think of our day-to-day lives where we get on the conveyor belt, right? Day in, day out, check in, check out, clock in, clock out. Like, it's just such a rattling off mentality. And the Lord's like, life is so much more than anything that you can imagine. Trust me. Take my hand and trust me, and I will show you. So, not a sermon, just a thought. By the way, that's a McLean Bible Church, Virginia, little shout out on the radio. That guy would say it all the time, and it's like stuck in my head. Just a thought. It was a sermon, but it was like a 2-minute sermon he'd do on the radio. And I say it, it's like my catchphrase. Yeah. So,
cool.
But it's not mine. So just disclaimer.
TM.
Blaming all on my roots.
Was that your song?
No.
No, that was more Garth.
I'm just kidding.
And the thunder rolls.
Come to the Magic Kingdom.
Jeff, you gotta show that to the camera. It's that guy. Yeah.
I mean, you could do either.
Oh,
right?
that's right, because Pietro's gonna. Jeff looks so ticked off.
How do I even get that to work?
I don't know if it adjusts fast enough. Yeah.
I'll just send it to him.
We'll post it in the
hilarious.
show notes. I don't know.
We'll do something.
Clip it into the edit.
Yeah.
This is Disney. I mean,
You're such a joyful
and
guy.
my hand is out.
I would take that out and take the background out in a heartbeat, and I'd be adding so many things to that.
Oh my goodness.
Where else can I go? Taj Mahal.
If I took that out of context and said, guess where do you think I am? I don't think Magic Kingdom.
That is
the happiest
awesome.
place on earth.
Oh my goodness.
It's like something you're telling your kids, are you going to make that choice?
Yeah.
We go to this
You're
castle.
now very upset. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disney.
They're now very upset. It's interesting too, because I think the imagery part of this that I was starting to say before the gentleman reminded me of my awesome picture I shared at 7 a.m. in an airport with them.
While you were drinking a beer.
I thought we were all going to have a beer. Y'all left me hanging.
We hosed you.
I looked crazy. Flipping through Disney pictures, having a beer at 7 a.m. You're like, come on, man.
Wait a minute, it's almost 7 a.m. now, so this is it's very apropos.
Should have been having beers.
Well, don't think I didn't.
Next time. I don't want you to think that.
I stopped inviting you guys. But like, what ended up happening on the trip was like the things that I remember like profoundly is when there wasn't a ride, there wasn't a character, there wasn't anything. It was like my kids just being siblings and me basking in the joy of their siblinghood. And I don't know. There's something to that, like be in this moment and every once in a while get on a cool ride from Harry Potter. I mean, that's how it goes.
Well, and I also love that you're emphasizing the way God's speaking to us in images works, right? I mean, it's very much like icons. And I mean, and that goes back to, if you want to get into the head knowledge part of it, right? Like church councils, even, debating what does it mean now that God has become incarnate? It means that it's not a graven image, right? We're not violating one of the commandments when we make an image of him because he's given us an image of himself. And so he's shown up in the flesh. And so now we have this physical
That was like
image.
the reflection I was doing. It was, what is it, day 56 of Bible in a Year this morning, and that was literally like
What?
in Deuteronomy, talking about
Well, shout out to
the imagery.
Jumping
Yeah, and yeah, it's like we have the words of the Bible, and we don't worship the Bible, right? Right.
Yeah.
But the words give us images. The words put things into our mind. Like it's all
well,
related.
and St. Augustine then also says that the Bible is the word of God in the words of men. Right? So that there's this way that the Bible is already like a lowercase I incarnation, right? Like it's not the fullness.
Jesus is the word.
Yes. Yeah. So it's beginning to reach us where we are. It's just
That's awesome.
Martin, can I ask you a question? You said something earlier. We were talking about the path and where you had trodden. But you said...
I knew that word would stick with me.
that's not really what I'm honed in on here, but I do love it. Like, our paths have trodden together today. But you said he's the provider, we're the protector. You said it like we say it all the time on the show, but I've never actually heard that phrase put together.
Oh my gosh. Now we're getting into something that is another thing that I love.
I see your beard growing just while you're thinking about it.
It curls in and on itself. No, so I'm on a flight going to California, and John Paul Von Arx, one of our worship leaders, is with us, and he looks at me. It's like 5:30 in the morning. Great things happen
Beer
early
time.
in the morning. Yeah. He says, "Hey Martin, what's your role as husband and father?" And I was like,
That's a typical 5:30 a.m. question.
I was like, to provide for my family. Like everybody knows that. Well, Deacon Ralph Poyo had just met with him the night before, asked him the same question. He said the same thing I did, by the way. And then his response was Deacon Poyo's response, which was, no, your role is to protect that which has been entrusted to you. It is the Lord's role to provide, and don't you dare think that you could take the place of the Lord in your life.
Provider and the protector.
Since the beginning of time, Adam and Eve did not have to provide for anything. How has that changed? The only way it's changed is that we actually have to, by the sweat of our brow, work for that which he has provided for us. Yeah, we do have to labor, but he still provides everything for us. And so that was like a game changer. I've actually had this conversation with a lot of men, and there's been a lot of opportunity for them to think, chew on, and now they're actually growing their family because they've stopped worrying about not just like, is it and I'm not trying to say like be impractical or whatever, but they were so engrossed in fear of providing for another little one where their spouse really wanted to have another one. And now they found themselves not just growing their family, but joyfully as their proper role.
Be a protector, trust the provider.
Yep.
Forget the practical.
Not a sermon. Just
Not a sermon.
just a thought.
The other day,
Every time he says not a sermon, I'm supposed to sing Garth Brooks.
Oh,
Go for it.
And the thunder rolls.
That's exactly the one I wanted to go to. And the lightning strikes. Another heart grows cold. Okay, where were you, Nick?
the other day we were bragging on our wives. Shout out Amanda. Shout out Shayla. Shout out Briley. And something Amanda said that you were relaying, which was just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, God will provide. He always has. Like, I was just like, man, I love that. I love Amanda and her faith and like the stories that you shared.
Well, it's like
It's awesome.
I think you said it earlier. I don't know which show it was because these all seem to bleed together. If you want to hear the Holy Spirit speak, listen to your wife. Like this, like profound simplicity of like, oh, I'm wrestling with all this stuff, and your wife's like, go for it.
That was him today.
Yeah, earlier today on Monday though.
Yeah.
It was on Monday.
This is Monday's episode. Yeah.
There
See
we
how
go.
that works?
Yeah.
But I love that, like, because you're sitting there in this, like, I'm supposed to be a provider. I need to get this right. And your wife's like, I know where your heart's being called right now. It's really clear. I know you extremely well. And she says, go for it. And the beard just relaxes.
That's how she can tell. Like, you look like
Your beard is standing on end.
When I told you in the last episode that I had worked for the government for 8 years part-time, 5 years full-time, 8 years part-time. So 13 years. Those 8 years part-time were very difficult. There was a point where we both looked at each other and we had to ask, and this was after John Paul and I were on the plane. Yeah. And he said, Jess and I were talking to each other and we said, is this what I'm called to do? Is this my vocation to make this much money so that we can have whatever blank? And that was when we decided I needed to quit because I wasn't living my vocation as husband and father. And I took a 50% pay cut.
And you've got back a lot of miles and time of your life too.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Man, you've blessed us in a big way. I want people to be able to stay connected to you at elevatedparishmissions.org. It's 72 letters and then .org of goodness. But you know what it's going to lead to? 72 hours that leads to 72 years of church transformation as part of the parish community. You can steal that from me if you want it for your marketing.
I'm actually like trying to memorize it right now. It's like going through my head, you know. But there's truth there. Like, what would it be like? What would it be like if not just you were on fire, but your kids and your kids' kids, and it changes generations to come? And this is what the transformation of having an encounter with Jesus Christ can do.
This reminds me of Friday Night Lights. Like, it's the halftime speech at the parish mission. Like, this is not just for the next 40 minutes of our time together. It's for the next 40 years of your life. You go out there and you put it all on the line. Yeah. Complete abandonment to God's will. I love it, Coach. Yeah. Let's go. Now let's listen to Garth Brooks.
Not a sermon, just a thought.
Okay. Well, Nick, why don't you take us out of here? You don't get to do this very often.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, man.
For the thunder rolling in your life and the lives of your parish. And for the rest of you, we will
see you in the Eucharist. God bless.
Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to join us at our undersized table, subscribe to the video version of the show on YouTube by typing @ that's the symbol @ so shift and 2 on your keyboard, @ the _ BeatiDudes on YouTube. We'll see you there.